I never thought I'd swing a sledgehammer at my own front door, but there I was, sweat dripping down my back, the satisfying crunch of splintering would echoing like a middle finger to the whole damn neighborhood. The cops showed up 5 minutes later, tasers drawn, screaming for me to drop it. Turns out, destroying your own property in broad daylight isn't just cathartic. It's a felony in broad strokes. And the cherry on top? That smug HOA president, Karen Whitaker, was the one who dialed 911, her voice all honeyed panic on the line, like she hadn't just tried to bankrupt me over a bullshit Windows swap. It started innocently enough, the way these suburban horror stories always do. I bought this fixer-upper in Sunnyvale 3 years back, right after my divorce left me with a fat settlement and a grudge against anything that smelled like permanence. The house was a steal, mid-century vibes, lemon tree out back, but the HOA rules were thicker than my ex's alimony demands. Black windows? Forbidden. Only beige or white to preserve the community's aesthetic harmony. Whatever that meant. I submitted the plans anyway, because screw harmony. I wanted modern, energy-efficient glass that wouldn't make my AC bill look like a car payment. Karen approved it herself. I remember her perched on my porch swing, martini in hand from some block party, flipping through my blueprints with those manicured claws. "Oh, honey, these are divine," she cooed, her bleached bob bouncing like she was in a shampoo ad. "Black frames? Edgy, but it'll pop against your stucco. Approved, stamp it." She even signed the form, her loopy K like a noose. I hired the crew the next week, and by July 4th, those sleek bastards were installed, turning my living room into a sunlit sanctuary. Neighbors waved enviously. One even asked for my contractor's number. Life was good, or so I thought. Then came the retaliation. It was like flipping a switch, Karen's switch, the one wired straight to petty hell. Word got around I'd skipped the annual HOA luau, too busy binge-watching true crime to fake small talk with her coven of wine moms. Next board meeting, she re-reviewed my file, claimed the approval was provisional, buried in fine print no one reads. Suddenly, my windows violated Color Uniformity Clause 7B. Fine, $12. Payable in 30 days or lien on my house. I laughed at first. Laughed until the certified letter hit my mailbox, her signature smirking up at me like a middle school bully's note. I fought it, of course. Emails turned to shouting matches at open forums, her face turning that unnatural shade of puce as I waved her own damn approval in the air. "You signed this, Karen." In your chicken scratch cursive. The room buzzed, half the homeowners nodding, the other half her loyalists whispering about my attitude problem. She doubled down, sicking her lawyer on me, dredging up every nitpick. My mailbox flag was 0.2 inches too red. My recycling bin peaked out on Tuesdays. Fines piled up like bad karma. $500 here, $200 there, until I was drowning in red ink. Sleepless nights turned to rage-fueled Google dives. HOA horror stories, revenge porn for the picket fence set. That's when I found it, the loophole. Their bylaws required annual audits, but Karen's crew had overlooked filing taxes for years. Embezzlement, baby. Thousands siphoned into beautification funds that bought her a new Escalade. I didn't go nuclear right away. Hired a PI instead, quiet, cash under the table. Photos, bank statements, the works. Dropped it all in an anonymous tip to the county DA, with a side of her signed window approval for good measure. While she stewed, finding me into oblivion, I played nice, paid the bare minimum, mowed my lawn like a model citizen. Her emails grew frantic, laced with that passive-aggressive venom. "We're all in this together, dear. Let's not make it ugly." Ugly? Lady, you invented the genre. The audit hit like a California earthquake. IRS agents swarmed the next HOA picnic, badges flashing under the string lights. Karen, mid-bite into a deviled egg, froze as they cuffed her right there on the communal lawn. "Fraud, Ms. Whitaker. And oh, by the way, those fines you levied? Extortion." Flashbulbs popped. Her coven scattered like roaches. I watched from my driveway, black windows framing the scene like a movie poster. She locked eyes with me across the cul-de-sac, that loopy K on her mugshot waiting to happen. mouthing something that looked a hell of a lot like bitch. They hauled her away in the back of a cruiser, her power suit rumpled, dreams of neighborhood tyranny reduced to a perp walk on the local news. My fines? Dismissed with a slap on the wrist, community service, painting park benches. Small price for the show. Now, every time I crank open those windows, letting in the ocean breeze off the bay, I toast to the bitter end of one Karen Whitaker. Revenge isn't sweet, folks. It's got that sharp, vindictive tang, like overproof bourbon chased with justice. And damn, does it burn good.